I wanna go wear these.
I'm supposed to be reading.
But the bookstore is calling me. We have made it.
A piece of candy.
Bueno, this is your time to shine.
Good morning, everybody. Give me a second to wake up and then we can have a little check-in.
Bone apple tea. Good morning, hello, welcome, all the things, you beautiful bookish people. If you're new here, hi, my name is Brooke and I like to read fantasy books. Today is going to be a chill, cozy kind of reading vlog day. I'm literally about to name this video something along the lines of, well, that didn't go as planned. I filmed a whole video yesterday that I had planned to post instead of this video, and then I realized I recorded it without audio. And I was so mad that I just decided to scrap everything. And it is now the next day. I filmed yesterday, but now it is Wednesday. And I just needed a complete reset because when plans go awry, it really messes with me. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go to sleep, wake up in the morning, energized and ready to go so I can do another reading vlog. And it also kind of works out because I have probably actually like 200 pages left in Lady of Ashes by Melissa K. Rorick, which is the third book in the Lady of Darkness series. And oh my god, I'm completely obsessed with it. I picked up the first book because I'm going to Romantasy BookCon in Orlando with Fabled Fantasy events, and Melissa K. Rorick is going to be there. So I wanted to start her books so I can get them signed in person. And I knew I was gonna like it, but I didn't know I was gonna like it this much. And so I'm really excited to finish that book and maybe hopefully start the next book today. I don't know. But it is raining outside. I was having a really hard time filming this morning because it was so dang dark in my house. I literally have my light on. I'm sitting by the window and it's still like really dark. But I did not put makeup on. I didn't do my hair or anything because I just want to chill today. And it actually works out because I have two packages to open, which I know what the top one is. I don't know what the bottom one is. So I'm really intrigued to see what happens with that one because also I don't recognize the sender. So actually let me take a second and cover up my address and stuff so you don't get to see where I live. And let me show you what I got. Now, like I said, I am going to Romantasy BookCon in Orlando in October. And if you don't know, I am a huge Disney fan. I grew up going to the parks since, honestly, I think I was in my mother's belly the first time that I went. And me and my husband lived in Tampa for a little while. So it was about an hour drive from our place to Disney. So I went like 2 or 3 times a week. Sadly, I don't live there anymore, which really freaking sucks. But since I'm gonna be in Orlando, I was like, I can't be in Orlando and not go to Disney. So this first shirt I am really excited about. I made this shirt myself and I'm really excited about it. Oh, cute! It says happily ever after and I stenciled. You can see it in person. It's really, really faint in the camera, but it's actually a stencil of the castle. I'm gonna put the PNG up here so you can actually see what happens. Oh, that's thunder. I am doing a Magic Kingdom and an Epcot day because I'm only gonna be able to go to Disney for 2 days. One day is gonna be a full day. The second day I have to only be, like, I'm only gonna be able to do a half day. And so I needed something that was really cute. And so I like brainstormed this idea. This shirt is so comfy. I hope this works. I'm gonna probably wash it and then it might be a little see-through though. I don't know. It's really really freaking cute. I needed something that would kind of work for both parks. I didn't want to do a Guardians of the Galaxy thing because that's exclusively in Epcot. And then I guess this, since it has the castle, but like you can wear castle merch to any park. So anyways, I don't want to try it on right this moment because I'm in my sweatshirt and it takes a lot to get sweatshirt off, put a new shirt on. Trying on clothes is not my favorite thing. Yay, I'm really glad at how this turned out. Now this next shirt you're gonna love. This one I have planned to wear. Oh, it's so cute. I plan to wear this to the Rebecca Yaros event with Fabled Fantasy Events in Disney World. They're doing an event in Hollywood Studios. And so I got this shirt that has all of the dragons on it. I got a small because I wanted it to be a little bit more fitted, but basically I found a picture on Pinterest and I like traced it on Procreate, but also I did add the tails and I added like, I colored everything in and I edited the shape just a tiny bit more and the legs a little bit more, but this is so cute. It's just the 3 dragons. This is gonna be so hard not to wear this until I go because I also don't want these to like fade or wash out. They're so cute. I unintentionally made Andarna huge. That's fine. Yay! Package 1 done. I wanna go wear these. I might have somewhat of an idea of what this is. I could be completely wrong. It might be a PR package from an author that reached out to me over email. That was a really long time ago. So maybe, what is this? Whoa, I guess it is the PR package. Wait. Ooh, Power Obsession, The Terrible Price of Survival. Oh my God. Oh, this is pretty. Character art. Ooh, Born to Burn, Taught to Lie. Desdemona's fire is both a weapon and a curse, a flicker of defiance and a world determined to extinguish her. Oh, it's an invitation to the Academy. That's so cute. Are you Team Desdemona or Team Lucian? Ooh. Oh, there's little stickers. Oh, and a trinket. Oh, this is actually so exciting. These are like the little book corners, so you can put it so they don't damage. Oh, I'm so excited about that. I need to honestly get them for like all of my paperbacks or something. I think they just make them look so pretty. Look.
That's beautiful, Katie.
I'm obsessed already. I need to go get pliers so I can put these on. Okay, sticker time. Ooh, mysterious. Oh, is that upside down? That's probably upside down. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. It's a sword through a heart in flames at night. I'm assuming her pendant is gonna be important if I'm getting a sticker about it. Okay. Is this a little tote bag? Oh, that's so cute. I literally don't have any tote bags. This is so fun. Ooh, look at this. And here, oh, she is chunky. Look at this book. I actually love this cover. Oh, they come with a little bookmark. For anyone who finds it difficult to share the contents of their heart. Oh, there's a glossary? There's stuff in the beginning telling you about the species. Oh my God, this is amazing. The art in this is really pretty. Oh, there's a map. Ooh, look at the map. I'm excited to jump into this one. Ooh, it's dual POV. Yeah, buddy. Sometimes I think I could be a killer. Blood soaks my palm and I press Damien's dagger deeper. Interesting. Yay, thank you so much, Caroline. This is absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to read this. Yay, that was so fun. I'm so glad that this was timed for today. This couldn't have been perfect timing. No, this couldn't have been more perfect timing. There it is. I'm still waking up. But good thing, all I have to do today is read. I have my Kindle here. I have Lady of Ashes by Melissa K. Rorick, which I previously stated. Let me see how long I have left in the book. Okay, it tells me I have 2 hours and 56 minutes left. I'm 75% of the way through on chapter 40. Now, I have never done a like formal reading sprint before. I've never sat down and like timed myself of how many pages I could read in an hour. And so I think what I'm gonna do is set up a little timer and actually see how much I can get done in an hour because like I said, I have nothing else to do. I'm gonna turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. I think I can read like 50 to 60 pages an hour. far. So I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but I need to just like force myself to focus and like get in the zone, because obviously when you get closer to like the last 10 to 20% of a fantasy book, everything goes to crap. And it's already been really stressful, this book. If you don't know, the first book, Lady of Darkness, I've talked about it on my other socials so much, but it is about a girl named Scarlett Monroe, and she has been an assassin trained by the Assassin Lord for her entire life, but through events that I can't tell you because you'll find out in the first book, she is now trapped-ish, sort of like punished to be in this noble's household and being forced to be like an upstanding lady of society, which obviously doesn't work well because she's a trained assassin. But when the Assassin Lord offers her a job, it could mean her freedom, and it also kind of works out because the job is to off the person that offed her mother. And so she's been wanting this revenge for years and years, and so she starts training. She comes in contact with this mysterious military leader, and he trains her. But while they're training, they notice that all of these children in their town are going missing, which is really freaking weird. And so she gets involved trying to figure out what's going on behind the scenes, what the leaders of this world are up to. And this is a fae fantasy. There's witches, there's shifters, there's humans obviously, and fae. There's vampires. I'm trying to think what other races there are. I feel like that pretty much covered it, but there's all sorts of magic wielders in this universe, and they basically have familiars too. Some people have familiars, which is really cool. But I love these characters so much, and it's really a good feeling when you start a book and you immediately connect to the characters. And Scarlett she's not really going, I guess you could say she is going through a mental health journey. She's been through so much in her life, and she's obviously struggling with a lot of it, and with some of the events that unfold, she's still trying to navigate her feelings, but also, you know, giving her all to keep people safe. So it's really interesting. There's a lot of, it's pretty dark, I will say, so definitely check your trigger warnings. But let's sit down, let's do a reading sprint and see how many pages I can get done. I'm really excited.
Okay, that was a good sprint.
So I started on page 488 in Lady of Ashes, and I ended up finishing at page 543. So let's do some math real quick. That would be 55 pages. So I wasn't super far off. I said between 50 and 60, so 55 is smack dab in the middle. I feel like that was a really normal reading pace for me. As you saw, I took some time for some reactions. So like I wasn't every single second like reading a word, but that's not because it wasn't interesting. It's because I really needed a moment because of the things that were happening in the book, because oh my God, there was so much that just happened in the last 55 pages. Also, my dog is trying to jump up on the couch. I am thoroughly enjoying this book, and it's getting to the point where there are more action scenes that are being included. And I really like that, not only because, you know, having the action is fun to read, but also because they've been building up this plot for so long that it only makes sense that stuff is gonna start happening and there's gonna be some physical conflict between all of the people that this whole situation involves. And it's really interesting because there are 4 POVs in this book. One of them, I mean, I enjoy all of them, but there is one POV that the first time that I read it, I was like, oh, this is so interesting. And like to this day, this character is super messy, definitely flawed, definitely imperfect, definitely like one of those characters that you can't decide if you like or hate, but those are like the most fascinating characters for me. And I'm really happy that we get a little bit of their story from their perspective. And of course, hearing Scarlett's POV is always the best, but I'm low-key scared for the rest of the book because of stuff that just happened, and I'm like constantly dreading something that might happen. And honestly, I can't tell you if I have any specific theories on where all of this is going. There is a little bit of a theory as to something that they're trying to retrieve. I think I know where they need to get it from and kind of like how that whole side of the plot is gonna end up. But then again, like I'm still at a loss for theories, which actually is a good feeling, because if I sat here and actually thought about it intentionally for a while, I could probably figure out somewhat. But honestly, I would rather just read it. I would rather just experience it. I would rather not necessarily ignore everything that's happening and like not try to figure things out, because obviously as I'm reading, there are things that are like like clicking in my head. But as far as like, you know, trying to see if my theories are right while I'm reading, I just honestly, like, I wait till I finish to start like putting everything together. Although the passage that I just read, like I'm in the middle of something that there's a lot of information that I can tell is going to be brought forth and is going to matter in all of her books. And it's really interesting because I think she said that there are like 9 or 10 worlds, something crazy. So many worlds that she's going to write in this universe. So far, she has written 2 worlds in this universe. This obviously being one of them. The second one being Reign of Shadows and Endings. And there's already some connecting dots because I know like the sort of synopsis of Reign of Shadows and Endings, and it's already connected to this. And I know a lot of people, they say that like, oh, you can go read the Legacy series, the first book being Reign of Shadows and Endings, before you read Lady of Darkness. But if you want to read Lady of Darkness first, go for it. If you're going to read it anyways, it could be one where you can go back and read it. But I think as far as the world connections go, it's definitely going to matter and it's definitely going to be important. I'm already starting to see connections and I've not even read the second series. So in that sense, if you really like getting into the nitty-gritty and having that lore and a little bit of a knowledge of how this magic system works, I definitely recommend reading Lady of Darkness first because I feel like that's what we're getting. We're getting the basis of everything. That's the blurb for the last hour of reading. I only obviously got 55 pages in, but I have so many thoughts. We're getting towards the end, I believe. Yeah, I'm 85% of the way through. I think I might take a break
I'm on my way
here and probably, yeah, oh, okay, it's 1:52. I need to have lunch. I need to have food. I think I have some pasta in the fridge, so I'm gonna go prepare that. I think I might try to finish the newest episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty. So let's do that, take a break, and then we'll see what happens after lunch. At this point, I don't care if she ends up with Conrad or Jer. I just need everybody to get over their crap. It's not that great, but I'm still watching it because it's fun. I'm supposed to be reading. I should put my bowl downstairs and I should go read, but the rain has slowed down and it's not supposed to start raining again till tonight. No, I need to finish my book. But the bookstore is calling me! What happens if I just, should I go? I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm going. I'm going to the bookstore. We have made it to the promised land. Oh my god. Oh, that's new. Guys, if you have not read A Fading in Blood, please do. My favorite corner. I have the paperback. What am I doing? Guys, Birth of a Dynasty is here. This book I read on an arc and it was so good. I actually don't know what new releases they have. Ooh, I'm no better than a kid in a candy store. Look at this. The making of Middle Earth? It's real? Wait, so is this like, this is actually really cool. I have heard amazing things about this book. And this is a signed edition. Ooh. This is also on my TBR and I'm gonna meet her in October. I'm so excited. I actually still need to read my arc of the second book. This is a Mulan retelling. I feel like I point this out every time I come. Welcome to the only section of Barnes & Noble that matters. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hello, my babies. Hello. One of these days, I'm gonna do it. I promise. I really want to read this, but I really don't like this cover. And there's a really pretty cover of the UK version that I'm totally gonna get off of Amazon. I feel like I repeat myself every time I come, but all of these are so intimidating to me. I've heard John Gwynne is absolutely fantastic. I really need to read this book. I have this one on my shelf. It's fine. It's fine. I feel like all of these books are just laughing at me that I'm shopping here right now. I've not read you, I've not read you, I've not read you, I've not read you, I've not read you. I really want to. but I've not read you. I'm really sad that I'm not with my best friend or my husband. Because like, what do? I'm just here alone with all of these books. They keep me company. It's okay. It's okay. Actually, if I can find the first book, I'll get it. That's my vow. Let's go to the young adult section because I'm not really finding anything here that's like grabbing me. Do I buy the second one before I've read the first? Yes or no? Hi, my babies. Part 2. Oh, they changed the spine of them. Okay, I really hate it when the cover does not match the first, like, that's so annoying. Here's my problem. I want to read King of Scars and Rule of Wolves, but these covers don't match. This one is like a shimmery, can you see that? And this one's like paper. I think they're on Kindle Unlimited. I really want to buy them though. I just don't think I could probably find the sheer cover anymore. I think these are the new covers. I have heard phenomenal things about the Infernal Devices and the, what's it, Clockwork Princess series. I know Emmy Rossum is reading them right now. I do have the first one of Mortal Instruments, I think. I don't know, but it's another one of those universes that's like huge, and so it's like really intimidating. Be honest, should I give this one a chance? I didn't like one of Ava Reed's other books called Lady Macbeth, and I don't know if it was just the writing or the story. I mean, they're pretty though. I don't know, I've heard mixed things. I don't actually know what I'm doing in this section because I don't read romance. Oh look, a piece of candy. I have the first two. I'm gonna get around to it at some point in my life. Don't you worry. Oh look, they still have one of the original covers. Interesting. Knoxville Barnes and Noble, everybody. I found myself back in the fantasy section, and I'm thinking I saw a copy of Fairy Tale. I literally wasn't looking at it because it was The Night Ends with Fire, but I might pick that up. I don't know. There's nothing like really jumping out at me, and that's really weird because every time I come to the bookstore, it's gotta be at least like 5 things. So actually, I lied. There was one book that jumped out to me, and it is Warrior Princess Assassin by Bridget Kemmerer, and she is going to be, like I said, at Romantasy BookCon, so this is perfect. And I believe this is actually the Fairy Loot book of the month for the Romantasy subscription, which I do have, but that one already comes signed, and so I also didn't really want to annotate my Fairy Loot copies. I have done so before, but I felt like this was a good opportunity for me to get like a different copy that she's not put her pen to, and then I can annotate this one. It still has really pretty sprayed edges, but I think I'm gonna do the thing where I do like the tabs up top or something. But I'm really excited. This one is really pretty. I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive version. I know absolutely nothing about it, but Elise Kova commented on the back, and Emily Howard and Danielle L. Jensen. So I'm like, okay, I feel like some of those names I definitely trust, and I'm really excited to read this. But now I just need to go home. I actually need to sit down and focus on reading and get further into my book. I need to finish Lady of Ashes. So that's what we're gonna do. Welcome back to my humble abode. That was a really strange Barnes & Noble trip because I feel like a lot of the time that I go, I'm like, ooh, I want this one. Ooh, I want this one. Ooh, and then this one's on my TBR too. But I feel like I've bought so many books recently in preparation for the BookCon in Orlando that I'm like, there's very few things that I'm going to the bookstore and just wanting to pick up immediately. But also, I know that later this fall, we are going to get so many new good releases. Nope, so many good new releases. That's what I meant to say. First of all, Brimstone by Callie Hart, the sequel to Quicksilver. Very excited for that one. We should be getting Manacled, aka Alchemized by Senlin Yu in the end of September. We're getting Fallen Stars, the sequel to Heavenly Bodies in November. And I'm sure I'm leaving out some more of those, but I'm really excited. That's gonna be a season where I'm like, I'm gonna have to make sure my wallet is fine before I get into my car. But this one made sense. Warrior Princess Assassin. I am excited to read this one. I've heard nothing about it, like I said earlier, and it was so funny. So I was in the fantasy section, as one does, and I was reading the back of Fairy Tale, and then I hear 2 girls walking up, and they went to the Sarah J. Maas table, and then one of them, okay, first of all, this was so sad. She picked up Frost and Starlight, and she said, this one was terrible. I'm like, I loved Frost and Starlight. I don't know about you, but I love Frost and Starlight. But then she goes, I don't know what her friend said, but something about Xaden being her favorite shadow daddy. And so I chuckle. And then we go into a whole conversation and obviously talk about books, talk about the Sarah J. Maas universe. Neither of them have read Throne of Glass. So I was like, hey, so you need to read that. I was trying so hard not to be overbearing too, because I don't want to like walk up to people and then be like, hi, my name is Brooke. I've read the Sarah J. Maas universe twice. I've read Actar through 3 times and Court of Mist and Fury through 4 times. And I also have a 148-page Google document with all of my citations and notes and theories from the Maasverse. it's nice to meet you. Like, that is not a normal conversation starter. And so I have to like rein myself in. The other girl, she had read Crescent City and she loved it, and which made me so happy because I get so sad when people hate on Crescent City because it does not deserve any of the hate. And so I told the other girl who hadn't read it, I was like, you should read Throne of Glass first. Like, it's not absolutely necessary. Obviously, your friend read Crescent City first before Throne of Glass, but there are Easter eggs that will make the experience like so much better. I think everything's gonna connect. Like, that was where my theory brain started like igniting, was in Crescent City, because I had just read Throne of Glass. I don't think there would be so much connection in my brain to everything if I hadn't read Throne of Glass, but I wasn't gonna sit there and talk for ages. I was already being awkward and like feeling awkward for being alone in a bookstore with a camera. Like, it's obviously the whole situation is awkward, but they were really sweet, and I really hope they took my recommendation. And I told the other girl, if you like Crescent City, you should totally read City of Gods and Monsters, and she'd never heard of it before, and I was like, bueno, this is your time to shine. And honestly, I think I'm going to read for a little bit tonight. I know I said in the car too that I would come home and read, and I will be finishing my book tonight. That's like point blank period, that is happening. But I feel like lately I haven't been really able to get into the mood for reading until like almost after dinner, which is really annoying because I do have, like today I had a bunch of free time. Obviously, like I went to the bookstore, so that took a lot of my time. But also, yes, sitting down doing the reading sprint was great. So maybe I just need to do more reading sprints. Maybe I just need to set timers and like force myself to sit down, which it's not that I'm not enjoying the book. I might be in a slump right now, but I don't really know how you define a reading slump, because I'm still really enjoying my book. But like, I think it's just my ADHD taking over and making it really, really hard for me to focus on anything. But I also know that Larry and Emmy both put out videos today, so I really want to go watch their stuff because they are like my two, and Laura. I don't know if Laura's put anything out today, but Laura, Emmy, and Larry are my favorite bookish creators. They were a huge inspiration for me and definitely a huge reason that I started my page to begin with. And two of them released a vlog. Larry started doing lifestyle vlogs and just like spend the weekend with me sort of things, and they're super fun and they're super like FaceTimey, and I really, really like that. And I think right now I'm just getting too in my head. I think yesterday trying to film that one YouTube video really fucked with my head. That's okay. I'm gonna take a deep breath. I know this has been a super chatty, like sit down, chill. It's not sit down video. What am I saying? I don't know. Are you having fun? Because I'm having fun. I hope you love the things that I love. I think I'm just gonna sit at my desk. You know what? I'm gonna give me a little snacky snack, and I'm gonna sit at my desk and I'm gonna watch YouTube. It's snacky snack time. I have snacky snack. Pro tip, do waffles, specifically waffle pretzels. I think these are the best kind of pretzels. They taste different than all of the other kinds of hard pretzels. These pretzels and dark chocolate chips, you put it together. Delicioso. I think I'm actually gonna move to my corner. Guys, once again, I bit off way more than I can chew. And that's actually so disappointing because I had nothing planned for today. I had nothing on my schedule and I still didn't get done what I thought I was going to. This is my problem. I've been struggling with that recently, and it's been taking me so long to do things that shouldn't take me that long to do. And then I get in this like demand avoidance mood and executive dysfunction, and then I can't like get myself to do anything because I'm so behind on what I was supposed to do. It literally didn't even matter today. All I wanted to do was finish my book. I still have 2 hours left in my book, and it is currently 8:54. I could stay up, but here's my problem. I'm trying to be better about my sleep schedule and get up at a certain time every morning. I'm trying to get up at 8 a.m. Again, did not do that today. It's fine. I was up late last night, so I was like, you know what? I can sleep in. My husband could take care of the dog. It's fine. But if I go to bed past 11 p.m. and I know that I have an alarm set in the morning, I'm like, it's done. I won't be able to sleep. I constantly get up in the middle of the night. It stresses me out to try to fall asleep, and I'm constantly like checking the clock, trying to calculate how much sleep I get if I fall asleep immediately. And I sat down to watch these videos, and I finished Emmy's video. I'm halfway through Larry's vlog because my husband got home and we ended up having this like super long conversation about stuff, which don't get me wrong, I'm glad we had that conversation. I love him so much. I let him just talk about Battlefield 6 and we had conversation about something else too. And so we sat here for a long time, and then I looked at the clock and it was like 8 o'clock, and I was like, And then I sat down to finish my video because I was like, you know what, I'm in the middle of the video. I'm not gonna pause to read because I feel like trying to do too many things at once and like stopping one thing to go to the other thing is gonna make my brain explode. And I told Trevor that I would come downstairs to read later because he's gonna be playing Xbox, and I got like these new couch covers and I want to sit on the couch with the new couch covers instead of my corner, so like we're at least together. We're not like doing the same thing, at least to be near each other since he was working all day. But then I got here and then I got an email notification on my phone, and then I realized I forgot to respond to emails today, and I had an author and a publishing agency, publishing whatever you call it, reach out to me asking if I wanted to read this one book, and then I forgot that I signed up for a book tour for this other book that I haven't even read yet because it's not even out. And I am so stressed right now for no reason, and I really hate that because today was supposed to be a really relaxing day and I still have to shower. I don't think I'm gonna get the book done today. I might finish this video. I just think I'm so like worked up and everything has not gone to plan today and yesterday. I got to the bookstore with my camera having 26%. 26%. It's okay. Actually, I'm gonna recuperate. I might go take a bath. How about I take a bath, put in my Epsom salt, I can read for a little bit, or how about I finish the video and then go take a bath? I also have to pee. I think I'm just going to do the minimum for the rest of the night and go be with my husband. So let's do that. I'm literally about to name this video something along the lines of, well, that didn't go as planned, because I did that little last check-in with you last night, and I did indeed finish Larry's video, but I did have a wee little meltdown. I think just the stress of the day, of filming all day and being out in public and just being overstimulated, all of it just kind of came crashing down last night. So I ended up just taking a shower and going straight to bed. My husband was absolutely phenomenal at taking care of me and making sure that I was okay. And I was kind of going back and forth of whether or not I should post this video, but I was like, you know what? No, if this helps somebody realize that they're not alone or see somebody else that deals with some similar types of mental health issues, but also autism, I was like, you know what? I want to be the person and help you guys and let this be your sign to take a break if you need it. Just try to relax. I am not the kind of person that can just like flip a switch and start relaxing. That is not at all me, but going straight to bed definitely helps. Just putting my phone away, putting away the responsibilities that were making me stressed, and saying, you know what, tomorrow is gonna be a great day. I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna have a good day, and I'm gonna do the things that I need to do, and it'll be better. So that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Why did one of my eyes close? Did I keep one eye closed? Oh my God.